Michael Eck here with Superhero Revolution. How you doing today? I'm with my good friend Dallas Cyr. Say hello, Dallas.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Today I'm interviewing Dallas. He's got his own website. What's your website?
It's Excel with Dallas Cyr, just DallasCyr.com.
Okay.
I am the edutainer.
The edutainer. That's like your little calling card?
Yeah, my moniker.
What does that mean?
Basically, it's just taking personal development in a different direction. Pretty much like what you're doing as well.
Sure.
I always tell people, like, personal development doesn't have to feel so overwhelming.
Right.
It can be fun, it can be light, you can be entertained while you grow. And that's what I want to do. I want to bring media to it. I want to have fun.
And the way that you relate to people, you're trying to be true to yourself. You're not necessarily, suiting up in a shirt and tie and every day. Because that's not necessarily, although you can be that way, but it's not necessarily who you are all the time.
Absolutely.
You're kind of this guy right here.
This is
This is the Dallas I know right here.
Coming to terms with that too. Coming to terms with it, because traditionally, the individuals that we know in personal development are suit and tie, up on a stage. Most times they're kind of talking at you, and I really want to be part of the group. I want to be your friend. I want to be your guide. I want to be who I am naturally. And what's going to happen is you're going to attract the audience that you're meant to attract. So yeah, absolutely. The biggest thing right now is just being as authentic as possible. And I think that's what people are crying out for anyway.
Mm-hmm. The authentic self.
Absolutely.
So you have a website now. You're providing some value with the website through
I'd like to think
some
so.
blogging and newsletters type stuff.
Yeah.
Now, what got you on this path of thinking?
Basically, it was my aunt who sent me a book when I was 19 years old called The Celestine Prophecy. And
James Canfield?
Yeah. James Redfield.
James Redfield.
Yep. And he's had 3 books after that. You don't hear the term as much anymore, the books anymore, but it just kind of it enlightened me and opened me up to something more than what I was aware of at the time. Something more than I was used to. Growing up in the neighborhood that I grew up in,
right.
Which I'll never say it was the ghetto, but it was definitely the hood.
Uh-huh.
Next to crack houses and stuff
Sure.
like that, and it was a tough little neighborhood. But
those experiences shaped a little bit of who you became.
A lot of who I became, absolutely. But I didn't have any awareness to energy and the effect that we have on one another, and the different ways that you can connect, and really what the world was about outside of my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the first kind of awakening I had to.
Now,
set me on that path.
and since then, so what are some of your goals right now? What are your ultimate goals as far as what you're trying to build with your online business and coaching and things like that? Talk to me about that.
Well, I really want to bring personality to the stage, help people become aware of what their mission is and what their passion is, help them find their life desire. That was the biggest thing for me, was the search that I've been on since 19, feeling that there was just something more that I was connected to. There was more that I could be and do to serve my purpose, and not knowing how to get there, not knowing how to recognize what that is, what it meant for me, how to live it. And so helping people with that search is one of my biggest things, whether it's one-on-one or from a stage platform. Mm-hmm. One of the things that I plan on creating is a personal development nonprofit, kind of bring my philanthropic side out and create a nonprofit that has CDs, DVDs, an entire library of your Brian Tracy's, Les Brown's, your Tony Robbins, mm-hmm. a library that's free, mobile, and available to shelters, soup kitchens, and jails.
That's fantastic.
Because those individuals, they need that information more than anybody.
A lot more so than arithmetic.
Absolutely.
And chemistry.
Exactly.
Unless you're going into
those
those fields.
taught. Yeah.
It's stuff we're not taught.
Absolutely.
And that should be, those should be some of the, classes in high school or college. Yeah. Should be some of those personal development type classes.
We agree on that totally. Mm-hmm. And it's funny that you say that, because there are colleges that are now starting to institute personal development courses at the college level. And I think grade school it should be. Absolutely.
So you're always on a journey yourself. You're always trying to learn, like a lot of us.
Sure.
And you've got something coming up that I'm excited for you about, and I can't wait to hear more about it.
Yeah.
So July 5th you're leaving? Or?
I leave on the 4th.
All right, so tell us what you're doing.
Well, I'm going on a personal retreat. It's actually a community service program at the Mount Madonna Center. The intention is for me to be part of an organization, a group of about 50 people to live at the center, to landscape, cook, clean, whatever they ask me to do.
Right.
And just to do something outside of myself, to serve.
Sure.
I'm fortunate that the opportunity allows me to be part of the yoga community practice while I'm there.
Right.
I get to take certain spiritual classes.
So you'd be pretty good at your downward dog by the time you get done.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Boom, boom, I already am. So, yeah. so yeah, you know, I already have some exposure to yoga.
Sure.
But here in the States, we're not as familiar with the full 8 limbs that are involved.
Right.
You know, the cleanliness, the work, the spirituality aspect, you know, all aspects. So I'm excited to be involved in that.
You're gonna learn so much.
You know, I'm gonna be open as I possibly can without any expectation, and I hope that that's the case. That I do come home with a lot of lessons. You know?
Awesome.
You know, the reality is it's outside of. This is one message I can give to you, to everybody. There's a point in time when you're gonna get an internal nudge and urge. You have to go with it.
Yes.
You know, you've got to just get beyond your comfort zone and expand what you're used to, because this is absolutely not something that.
That's the only way to grow, is by expanding through those things, and to be of service. You know, I mean, you're gonna have 3 months of opportunities to learn what being of service is all about, and for me, I like to call those, you know, superhero days. You know, whether it's once a month or once a week, taking some time and volunteering for an organization, giving without any, you know, not worrying about what you get in return, you know, but just by giving. And obviously there's going to be a lot of great things that you're going to get in return, but you're there to really serve the community. You're part of a community, and to learn about what that's, you know, what that's really about is going to be amazing for you. Some of the other things that I know that you're kind of just with your background and stuff, you even can throw out a little hip hop, a little rap.
Yeah.
You got anything for us today?
Yeah. Well, I make a joke. That's kind of a yes or no answer. Put me on the spot. But I make a joke that I actually was the first Eminem. You're welcome, Eminem.
Yeah.
I stepped out of the limelight so you could have your career.
Yours is a lot more positive. Although
yeah,
Eminem's new album
I love it.
is a lot more positive. He's got some great things happening. I love his new stuff. So.
I love it. I've always found him inspiring.
Me
You
too.
know, I joke, but yeah, when I was growing up, that was my first true passion in life.
Right.
You know, in America, you don't really have a sense of culture.
Right.
You know, we're a melting pot. So, my personal culture is hip hop.
Can you throw at least a couple bars down or what?
Yeah. Well, if you go to my website, you'll be able to see the birthday rap, which is 7 lessons from a birthday reflection, and yeah, basically.
Do you remember at least the first few lines of that?
The idea is, well, come on, y'all, it's the birthday rap. Let your fingers snap, let your hands clap. Come on, y'all, it's the birthday rap. Let your hands clap, let your fingers snap. Now I'm gonna share with you just a few lessons that I've learned to keep my life progressing. Age 33, and I'm just living my dreams.
I love it. That's awesome. Now, I don't know if you know this, but I'm also an inspirational rapper.
I heard a rumor, a little birdie.
Yeah, I'm sure. So I'm going to throw it down a little for you.
Absolutely.
So, as you know, I'm the happiness activist, and I'm writing a book called The ABCs of Happiness.
Can't wait to read it.
So, A is for accountability, B is for belief, C is for commitment, D is for dream, F is for failure. So you got to see if you can catch those things within the first part of the rap. I don't have quite as many skills as you when it comes to that, okay? I don't have a voice, you know, but yeah, exactly. You might have to help me out. But here we go. Michael's my name, inspiration's my game. I'm the motivator with attitude. I'm gonna help you discover your altitude. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's accountable for it all? If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. In order to achieve it, you gotta believe it. Commitment's doing what you said you do long after the feeling you said it has left you. If there's no dream for you, how can a dream come true? To accomplish anything great, you must be in an enthusiastic state. Failure's delay, not defeat. A temporary detour, not a dead-end street.
Oh, I like that one.
Not too bad, right?
That's
Not
very
too bad.
good, yeah.
So I'm working my way up to Z.
Yeah.
Could be a long, could be a really
Yeah,
long
it's-
rap. I might be out of breath, you know. But
Two parts.
But we can throw it down. We can do that once in a while. I think if we're on the same stage at some
Absolutely.
point, I think it'll be really important to be able to throw that down. You know, just get the crowd going, get them psyched up. maybe do a little break dance at the same time, because I know you're skilled in that too. I'll probably just jump on my head and
Nice.
see what happens. Call 911.
Yeah.
Or, so we'll see. But anyway, it's been great to talk to you.
I appreciate it.
I'm excited about what you're doing. The website again is DallasCyr.com. We go to that?
Yep.
DallasCyr.com. And check out Dallas, man. He is up and coming. You're going to hear about him in big ways. And he's going to be all over